What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Guy Pandemonium, bringing you part 2 for IIN or IIN, whatever you want to call it. This video went out to C page 9 and then also to Burton as well. I believe it was, yeah, Burton Guster. You two guys, these videos are primarily for you. Hopefully I'm going a much better job than the last Goron's playthrough, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Burton, if you're still here watching, please let me know in the comments below. As to C-Page, I'm hoping these guides help you out. But we're going to go ahead and do levels 21 through 40. Not terribly difficult, just a lot of little spots where you kind of want to not necessarily be super technical, but you want to... You will want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just be a little more patient with it, be a little more cautious in how you play it. Also, if you've not already, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below with anything and everything you want to talk about. Any games like that you want me to attempt, or how I'm doing in general with the videos. So the red laser essentially just kind of heats your block up and then your block blows up after a little while. It's not too long of a time period, or not too short of a time period, I should say. It's relatively easily to still handle. This part's pretty simple. You just want to take your one guy, go all the way to the end. As soon as he gets out the red, just go ahead and stop. Your circle, which is the one that you got to end the level on, let them cool down at the top for a second or two, and then I always like to kind of jump right there at the end because it does get slightly red and kind of worrisome. This level was not super difficult. The trick I kind of used to this one was, as soon as you jump, pull back, and then you should have enough time for your next block to be able to get. Also, just kind of bringing them both to the edge helps a lot too. So up, I pull back, quickly swap over. Plenty of time for me to jump right over this. I did actually find this game pretty enjoyable so far for what I've done on it. Nothing too crazy in my opinion. I'm not necessarily too sure how the jumping and flow of everything on this level works. I'm not a big fan of it because it just seems to be very random. But at a certain point, you can jump, but you just kind of gotta. It's a hassle. Trying to get all of them to do what you want to do is a bit of a pain, but it's not too difficult of a level to do anything with. You just kind of have to force yourself up and over. You want to try and time it with the wave so that way you don't hit the wave and everything get kind of cramped up like there I did at the end. But all in all, still not terrible. I would love to see how some of these guys did these levels so quickly, but same thing with this guy, kind of like having him set in the middle. I do not worry with the other block anytime soon. I'll show you how to worry about that. I guess I gotta slide you over a little more. Like I said, always make sure you have a sliding going into your jump, as you do get a lot more distance, I've noticed. I'll just go ahead and toss them on in there. And then you can always jump. Well, didn't want to work that time, but tried to rush it off the ramp. Sorry about that. So what I actually, another way you could do is always just take your first block in, throw your second in, and then you're boom right to the top. I try to do it the opposite way. You can do it, just gotta be very quick about it. That way it's much easier. This stage, not too terribly bad. You just kind of have to learn where you're going at. So for this one, I like sitting right in between those two triangles. And this guy I bring as closely as I can over here to this left wall. Now you have to be careful, as it will move and shift around while you're not doing it. For the circle, just slide all the way, and then once you get to the edge, kind of let go, and you may have to pull back slightly. But you're only going to pull back slightly. It's not too hard of a drop to make onto that one triangle. And you just kind of catch yourself from going into the spikes on that final little, I guess, lift part, and you're right into the next one. So we're here, if I'm not mistaken. I wish they would have done a different job with the whole levels, but that's not necessarily my fault. So that one, we're gonna do circle on top of the arrow, and then your triangle is just gonna go right on over, up and in. This level wasn't too terribly difficult. I did actually enjoy the use of them actually creating hidden doors. It was kind of a pain going through on the first playthrough because I literally had no idea where these doors were going to. So it's kind of a guessing game. But that one, you're just gonna put your triangle on the lever, door open, circle right on through. This one, a little different. This one was very much a pain to do. So you want to make sure that you have your circle off on the far side here. Triangle. And then you'll take your circle on over as far as you can. Now this is where it gets to be a little quick. So you're just going to take this guy and put him onto where he starts tilting. And once he starts tilting, you can let go and grab your circle. And he should tumble off, giving you plenty of time to get on across. Just practice a little bit. It may take you a few tries, but relatively it's pretty quick and easy. This one, nothing too crazy. Let the circle fall and blow up, and as it's blowing up, take a triangle on through. Easy level. I call that a gimme level. I'm sure the level's getting much harder. So far, nothing's been too crazy. Similar as I always talk about, like kind of jumping off to where it leans slightly, and I just take the circle and drag it on over. Nothing too crazy. Then you go ahead and kill him. And then this one, I always like doing 3.5 on the line right there. And double stack these guys on up. And jump, jump. Well, our level's not too terribly difficult. This one was a little bit more on the confusing side, if I'm being honest with you. It's one of those you just kind of have to time your jumps. So, make sure you go with circle first. I tried last time when I did it, I went with the triangle first and then had to sit there and fight with rearranging them in all their different positions just to get them to where I can get the triangle up. But circle first all the way to the edge and you'll be fine. This level I thought would have been extremely difficult, however, I was wrong. You're going to take your triangle. He's going to fall straight on down. Square up your circle. And then from there, if you want, you can take your triangle up. I always just kind of take it off. Put the block over there. Grab your circle. You can make his jump to there. Triangle's back on. And you are up and out. I always like landing on this ledge right here just in case I happen to overshoot and fall through that little bitty gap and not get it. It'd be a pain to get that set up and then fall right off by trying to be a little too quick and saving a few seconds. This is not a speedrun guide, this is a simple walkthrough, so don't hate me. Now here you can do a few things. It's up to you primarily what you want to do. But all in all, once you get up there, just circle on the spikes, or circle on the switch and triangle on the spikes since that's the one that's got to go. Nothing too crazy. This one you're going to take triangle all the way to the left, don't even bother going to the right. Get that, and this guy will come up, you can grab him, put him on the next drop pad there, and then for triangle, realistically you don't have to do anything jump wise. You can honestly just hold it to the right, Just let it go. Don't have to jump anything. It'll automatically tumble where it needs to go. Right, going on to what I believe to be the last 4 I did. Hopefully it takes me back to... Yeah, this is it. Another one, not... Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. Sorry guys, wanted to be sure I was on the correct level. I don't like how they're, when you want to go replay, it does that. But leave 4.5, jump down, you slide and jump. Right on into there, and then circle will jump. I always do a jump there. For some reason, the first time I played through, it randomly killed me. I guess because I was close enough. I have no idea how, but it did. So just make sure you don't do what I did. This one's not too bad. You can do this relatively easily. Nothing too much to really worry about. Just get your circle down, triangle there, and then you can jump over those guys. This one, I'll actually just put him right there between the two, or you can even put him, to where the box, it's the kind of pinnacle of, or the apex of the triangle, or spike, the top, the tip, whatever you want to call it. And jump on over and in. This one was a little bit of a pain. Essentially, you're just going to take your box off the circle, throw them away. You're going to jump to each box, one full, and then drop them. Same thing, you're just going to make sure that this triangle can reach all the boxes. And then with that being done, get a little slide in with the circle by going left and then immediately back right, and you can jump right on across and in. Next stage here, not super terrible. What I do, put one triangle box all the way, come with the next one down, put it back against it, jump straight out and up on top, get it lined up, take this cube, I always leave it, you can put it right there. So essentially it looks like a 3D game, but realistically it's 2D. This line right here is the one that interacts. So you see there's a little small spacing there, nothing much, but it's just enough, and you can just slide on and get what you got to do. So the game looks like 3D, however the hitbox renders it as 2D. So it's nothing super crazy to have to worry about. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this will be starting off on the next set of levels, level 41 through level 60. So we're going to go ahead and stop part 2 right there, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Please make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this series all the way through the end. Please make sure you subscribe. That way you can get notified when the last 2 parts are uploaded. That way we can finish this game off. Also, please comment down below what level you got stuck on, because I'd be curious to know. Anyone that got stuck on puzzle games like this, it's always interesting to see who gets stuck on what certain level. But until then, guys, thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day.